Hey y'all, I wanted to pop on here for just a minute and talk about this weekend at Dollywood. In my podcast that I made, I guess a month or so ago, I talked about the preview day for Wildwood Grove and how we bought season passes early to be able to go to the preview day for that. On season pass holder preview days, so like basically the Friday before the park opens to the public for the entire season, they have what's called season pass holder preview day. So it's just the day where all season pass holders get to come to the park for normal hours. On that day, Dolly was there, and she talked about Wildwood Grove, and she talked about when it would be opening, and she said that it would be opening May 10th for season pass holders and May 11th for the general public. So Dollywood never said that they were going to be having any other dates different from the May 10th date. The way they made it sound was that May 10th, that Friday, was going to be the sneak peek preview day for Wildwood Grove. So that's what a lot of people were led to believe. That's what I was led to believe. We made hotel reservations to go up on Thursday and stay Thursday night, go to the park on Friday, and then come home Friday evening. I made reservations on like April 25th, 26th, 27th, somewhere in there, just for one night. Well, that night after I made the reservations, I checked my email and I had an email from Dollywood that said, here's information about the sneak peek preview day for Wildwood Grove. And it's like, okay. So I open it up and it says that there are 3 different days that you can choose to use your preview time. You can either come on May 6th, May 7th, or May 9th. And you can pick from these specific allotted times. It was like 12:30 to 2:30, 2 to 4, whatever. I honestly read it twice because I was like, this is what it is? It's not you get to come for the whole day. You have to come on one of these days and you have to come for only this certain period of time. It was like a punch in the gut because it sucked. I bought my season passes early so that we could do this. It was one of the perks for buying early was that you would have a preview day, and it was something I was looking forward to for since last year in October when I bought the passes, and then prior whenever they said that Wildwood Grove was opening, whenever they first announced it. So it sucked because I felt really depressed about it. I felt really, because we couldn't make it. That was the whole thing. For a 2-hour time period during the weekday, Friday is one thing. To let my kids skip school on a Friday in May when, there's nothing really going on, that's one thing. But to skip school in the middle of a week, whether it was, Monday would have worked out a little bit better, but still, we'd have been rushing home and she'd have to go to school on that Tuesday, and, it would just be a lot of rushing. Tuesday obviously wasn't going to work, and then Thursday, again, that wasn't going to work. So we're not getting to go to the actual preview day. Apparently what they're doing is Dolly will be there on Friday, and they're going to have media there Friday morning at the park, and then sometime later in the afternoon they're going to open up Wildwood Grove and I've heard season pass holders go in. I don't know how they're going to determine. I don't know if you're going to have to get a wristband that says you can go. I don't know how they're going to do it. But that's apparently what they're doing. I got on the Facebook event that's Wildwood Grove opening weekend. They have an event on Facebook. I got on there and read the discussions, and people's comments are the same thing that I'm saying. Nobody thought it was going to be this random selected days for 2 hours and you have to pick your time and it's in the middle of the week. A lot of people did what my mom actually did for us a couple years ago, is people bought their season passes as Christmas presents and gave them to their kids for Christmas. And one of the reasons they did that was so that they could get the perk of going to Wildwood Grove for the opening preview day. They've expressed their issues with that, and they're being upset about that, and I can understand. I don't want to say that they didn't do it right. I have no idea what it takes to go into opening a brand new section at a park that, I mean, this hasn't been done since, I'm not sure when the last actual development of the park happened. But, and it's big, and Dollywood's bigger than it ever has been, so I don't really know what all has gone into it, and what all it takes to make something like this work and run efficiently and be successful. But regardless, we got the email, barely a week before the actual dates that were scheduled for the preview day. That email came out like a week before those dates, so it gave nobody really time to make arrangements, make plans, and again, it's in the middle of the week, so I mean, Greg told me that I could take Savannah up there and just me and her could go, but that's not the reason I bought the passes early. That's not the reason that I wanted to go so much. I want to go with my family. So with all that said, we're still going up. We're going up on Thursday evening. Greg's going to work all day. Savannah's going to go to school all day, and we're going to go up on Thursday night, spend the night, and then get up and go to the park on Friday morning. Dollywood messaged me whenever I asked them, like, what's happening on Friday. They messaged me back and said that it is going to be, I've heard two things. I've heard VIP, which I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but Dollywood themselves said media and Dolly will be there on Friday morning at Wildwood Grove, and then they'll be opening up the park for everybody. I don't know what that means again, in the afternoon. So, it's just not what I thought it was going to be, so I'm a little bummed about that, but regardless, we're going up. I'm beyond excited to see it. I cannot wait. I've been stalking the hashtag Wildwood Grove on Instagram. You need to do that if you've never done that. You can follow hashtags or just go search for hashtags on Instagram. So I searched for Wildwood Grove, and people have already posted their videos, their pictures. I mean, it is beautiful. They posted a video of the dragon flyer. I'm so excited about that. I'm still looking to see like the height requirements. Somebody took a picture of the sign, and I tried zooming in on it the best I could, and I could see you have to be between this measure and this measure to write it. And I'm like, what does that say? I can't see it. So I don't think you have to be super tall. I think it's almost like a fire chaser type height. But I'm going to find out this weekend. I'll post about that. Follow me on my Instagram. I'll be on there this weekend on my Instagram. It's Foothills Family Adventures. That's my Instagram name. Twitter, I'm not as active on Twitter, but I'll try to update there too. It's just Foothills Fun. And then Facebook is the same thing, Foothills Family Adventures. So follow me on Instagram and Facebook this weekend. We'll be there, and I can't wait to check it out and let y'all know how it is.